Luke Chrisco was the man that was hiding in a port-a-potty tank when he was caught in Boulder, Colorado. Apparently, he was in the port-a-potty's tank where all of the, you know,
yeah, I know. I know what happens in a porta-potty.
He had a tarp over his body, and he would allow people to go on him. That was turning him on. Well, it turns out that he has been caught. Okay, if you guys can remember, he had gotten away from police, but police have finally caught him. He is now in jail, and he spoke to reporters about the reasons why he decided to be in the porta-potty tank.
No, okay, I'm dying to know. Had we given this guy a title like Epic Pooper Man or something?
I think he was Epic Toilet Man.
Epic Toilet Man.
So we have an update on Epic Toilet Man.
Okay.
I love this story. So first of all, he's very candid with the reporters. He tells the reporters that he actually began peeping and spying on women when he was living in the woods in France. And he noticed that there were a bunch of women that wouldn't be into him, and he's like, what better way to get to know them than to spy on them?
No, but I love that logic. He's like, well, obviously they wouldn't have sex with me, so what else was I supposed to do? Obviously I had to peep in on them. Duh.
Unbelievable. So I want to read you, there's the guy. Disaster.
Imagine that head coming out of a toilet.
Covered in poop.
Oh, geez and Lord mercy. Well,
okay, so I want to read you his quotes. He said, these chicks started showing up, and he's referring to a locker room in a recreation center. And he says, these chicks started showing up that I never had a chance with, but I figured at least I could see them change or something. I've come to know how interesting they are.
Yeah. So the guy drills a hole and looks through it and comes to find out that the women that are naked are quite interesting. Okay, who knew that?
He was fascinated by these women. So,
by the way, if he'd put half the effort he did into snooping in on these women, into actually trying to approach them and talk to them, he might have actually gotten laid.
But you don't understand.
Which would be really interesting.
He never had a chance with them, though.
Never had a chance.
So this is the best opportunity for him, you know, just to get to know them on a more personal level without having the awkward interaction.
Yeah.
So then he tells reporters that he had only done the porta-potty snooping twice, okay? And it was at this yoga festival. He did it 2 days in a row. The second day he got caught. But he tells the reporter, I wanted to start a new goddess religion. I always wanted to be a pimp or create a church of porn or a church of tantric, someplace people could be spiritual but also instinctual.
So wait, how would the women participate in this? Would they be instinctual and tantric by not knowing what's happening?
The only one who's being tantric in this situation is possibly him, and that's it.
With himself.
Right.
Okay, so I don't know how this is helping anybody but him as he snoops in on people. And I guess if he taped it and then he put it online, other guys would be able to be tantric with themselves. But, you know, it's a little better if it's voluntary.
I agree.
That's my sense of it.
You usually don't end up in jail when it's voluntary.
Right. And it's a little better when you're not in a porta-potty and somebody's taking a dump on you.